What's good? What's good? What's good? This is RawTruth Media giving you the raw content that you deservedly need. And guess who's back? Guess who's back? Coach Joe. How you doing, my brother?
Hey, what's happening to DJ? Yes, Coach is back. How y'all doing, fam? What is good, man? They tried to put some Hong Kong fluey on me, huh? Hey, how about that, huh? I had to beat it back for a while, But hey, Coach is back. How you doing, DJ? How you been?
I'm doing well, blessed and highly favored. Good energy and synergy in this Sunday. Um, I can't wait for this discussion. We're going to talk about the Hornets and his Lamelo Ball and his teammates. We're going to break down the psychology of the mindset of his teammates. What are they trying to do? What they're trying to accomplish? What's the agenda? And then we're going to talk about the Brooklyn Nets. I've been wanting to talk about this team. They are ready. You can see it in their eyes. KD and Kyrie are in playoff mode. It's about to get real. But Coach Joe, I want to say I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you're healthy. Number one, like I told the family, YouTube is fun and all, but health is more important. And everybody misses you. Everybody appreciates you, OG, and the wisdom that you always share with the family. And I want to say, man, I'm glad to have you back.
Thank you so much, DJ. I appreciate you so much, and I missed you guys as well. I miss the family as well. We've become, in Ubuntu. We really have become close like that. And we can thank the Most High for that. You know what I mean? For putting us all in this position that we're in. I just think back on when I first, came on DJ's Raw and Cut Truth with you and Rev, and it's been not without challenge at times, because that's life. Life is about challenge. We all in the game, family. We all in the game. This ain't practice time. We in the real deal, the game of life, and we got to deal with it as it comes. See, moment by moment, minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day, we got to deal the best we can. And so that's why we here at DJ's Raw and Cut Truth, RawTruth Media, to be that voice that is blowing, that is shouting against the wind, because the wind wants us to just be quiet, wants us to just go along, don't want us to look at the game within the game, don't want us to really see what's happening, want us to be passive. That's what they want, so they can continue to go on and do what they do. So we here to uncover it all and talk about it all with the breath that the Most High gave us, that we all appreciative of, and taking none of it for granted. I'm so grateful to be back. It's so good to see all the beautiful faces in the chat. Oh my stars. Thank you guys so much. Flight Sports and tomorrow's Leaders Network says peace and blessings. Thank you so much, family. I see you, Stacked ENT. I see you. You say, Coach Joe, how you feeling? I'm doing wonderful, Young G. Thank you so much. Macretia Daniels, I see you there, my sister. She said, hi, Coach. Nice to hear you, and kept you in my thoughts. Love you. Thank you so much, my sister. Hoodie Raw. All right, look at Hoodie Raw. Say Hong Kong flu. LOL. That cartoon back that works. Good to see you back, Coach. Thank you so much, so much. So, family, we had to break it up, DJ. We had to break it down, DJ, because what did I miss, DJ?
It's been a roller coaster with this team. I predicted the two losses. I said they would lose to the Nets. That happened. I said that they would lose to the Celtics. Let's be frank. The Hornets are not built the right way. They have everybody that wants to be the main scorers, but they're not built for that. They never accomplish anything significant. And they're wasting time in LaMelo's development. They're wasting time in the young players' development.
Facts.
That's what they're doing. And there was something that Isaiah Thomas said. Now, Isaiah Thomas was right on a few things, but there was some underlining things said as well. He was right about the team runs. The team is smoother, more efficient, well ran when Lamelo takes over. He's right on that. But what he was wrong is was saying that this was the best game Lamelo has played.
Mm.
I don't believe that. See, I hate the psychoanalyzing with this team because it's conditioned with the coach and the organization. They always big up Lamelo and when he has more assist games than the scoring games. When
Facts.
Lamelo when Lamelo had his career high game, what did JB say? He talked about his passing. When
Facts.
Lamelo had 38 points, coach?
Mm-hmm. Facts, DJ.
This is what we're talking about. And shout out to Slat. I told y'all, Coach Joe has told y'all they would be doing this. They want LaMelo to be a pass first player. And JB is having these signals sent by his teacher's pets. And IT, who I'm rooting for, let's be honest, he's trying to get a job.
Facts.
So he's going to say what he needs to say to get a contract, a long-term contract. But people are saying, well, LaMelo, man, he always retweets his teammates and always stay positive. And shout out to Juju Knows Hoops. Make sure you subscribe to his channel.
What's up, Juju? I see you, Young G. Good to see you. Hope I know all things are going well with you. We're always holding you in the light, my brother.
But like I was saying, Coach Joe, I see past this shit. I see past it. I'm not fooled at all. They don't want what's best for LaMelo individually. If LaMelo was averaging 30 points per game, I bet you his teammates would give him the side eye or say some ish like Miles Bridges said when LaMelo had that 15 assist game. See, that's the style we want him to play. That's the style we want him to play.
Facts.
But when the Hornets got well-needed wins when LaMelo was scoring 30, that wasn't a problem. Which is it? This team, man, they need a whole reconstruction of this roster. New head coach, new players, so we don't have too many company yes men surrounded by LaMelo. And you know how LaMelo is. LaMelo's a positive kid. He's one of those kids that can understand what's going on and still not try to, piss everybody off and just try to create drama. He's a positive young man. But, Coach, what do you think about how this organization is doing? Before I do, shout out to Trent, channel member. He says, I agree, DJ. Then when I watch IT say that statement, I think he means since joining the team on a 10-day contract. Good point.
Yeah, you mean on his second 10-day contract. Shout out,
Right.
Isaiah just signed his second 10-day contract. And my mind is in a couple of places on that. Y'all know how we feel. We want our boys to always have an opportunity, but we want them to have a real opportunity, not a bullcrap opportunity. Not an opportunity that's not really about them having an opportunity to for IT to come back to the NBA, not for IT to come in and be used as a prop against LaMelo. See, family, let me explain to y'all what's going on, and I'm gonna bring you back. See, because Coach gonna bring you back because I don't forget none of this stuff. Most High blessed me with that kind of a mind. In the beginning of the year, remember they said playoff or bust. They said that, remember in the beginning, JB said that he was looking for Melo to take the next step, to be a leader, to lead the team. Remember, they said all of these nice things in the beginning of the year. But Mitch Cupcake also said something else too. He used that humble word again on Melo, the way that the dominant society uses that on black men, on us. We must be humble. See, it's something wrong with the bass in our voice. See, that's what it is. Something wrong with the bass in our voice. See, something wrong with our beingness. That we're always being attacked. See what the Charlotte Hornets did by bringing IT in, family. That is again dividing our people. Melo knows that the team is supposed to be his. Don't think he doesn't. And when IT steps into the locker room, what does that say to the team, the organization, and the fans? It says all that stuff y'all talked about that y'all wanted to do before the season Melo's role, the team's role, all of it is out the window. Because all you're looking for is placeholders, people to come in to be the puppets that they want them to be. And look how it has become a self-fulfilling prophecy, family. They did this themselves. They've been saying all along, we want Melo to stay humble. We want Melo to remember how he got to be famous. We want Melo to, as if they did something to help him be famous, other than put a jersey on him and him playing in the NBA, a bigger stage. But see, this self-fulfilling prophecy, family, has come true. They don't want to believe in Melo because they don't know if Melo is going to reciprocate it back. They're really afraid. They're afraid that Melo, when it comes time for him to his contract to be up, that he gonna jump ship on him. That they gonna build around him, and then he gonna jump ship on him. That's what they've told themselves. See, because family, the dominant society has a whole lot of ideas about black men in their heads that ain't real in the real world. So they become self-fulfilling prophecies. They worried about Melo, don't think he can handle the responsibility, don't think he can be a leader of the team. Okay, so what do they end up doing? They end up bringing in another Tebe, another midget guard. Because that's what
Coach Joe.
Yes,
I have to point this off because everything is symbolic in sports. We all know this, even when they don't tell us. Guess what number Isaiah Thomas is?
What number?
4.
How about that?
Devontae Graham's Charlotte Hornets number. There's symbols in everything that a player wears,
Facts.
that a coach says. You got to understand the game within the game. Now, it's beyond what we say. You got to trust your eyes, beyond your eyes. Trust your conscience when you see these things. And guess what JB had doing? Because everything is organized, right, with these coaches. He had Isaiah Thomas facing the team right after the game in front of the players. Now, he's on a 10-day contract, and this is no disrespect to him. But why is he speaking to the team like he's the de facto leader? That position is reserved for Lamelo.
Facts, DJ. How about that?
That was weird to me. And guess what? And guess what Shines are gonna say, Coach Joe? You guys are being picky. They got the win. Yes, over BI less, CJ McCollum less. Shout out to Terry in the chat. Shout out to Jonathan Thompson. Gunner Boy, I see you, my brother. I see you, Gunner Boy, and Rap God.
What's up, nephew? Go ahead, DJ. You cooking?
Oh boy, I gotta get some water. I gotta get a swig of some water.
Okay, look. Yeah, absolutely, DJ. To pick up where I was at, DJ. See, this is a self-fulfilling prophecy, family. Be careful, family, what you say out of your mouth you don't want to happen. Be careful. I will say it again. Be careful, family, of the words that come out of your mouth, the spells that come out of your mouth of the stuff you don't want. Because you will end up bringing those very things to your doorstep. And that's what the Hornets are showing us here. See, all of their fear over Lamelo has destabilized their franchise. Now, the words that they spoke seemed to be stabilizing words. Believing in Melo, believing he's going to do this, believing he's going to do that, da, 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 da. But no, all of the we want to make sure he remembers this. We want to make sure he doesn't do this. We want to make sure. All that is fear. And that's where we are right now. The Charlotte Hornets, as it relates to Lamelo Ball and their number one player on their team, their all-star right now, the Charlotte Hornets, as it relates to Melo, is unstable. And the Charlotte fans would admit that. It's unstable. Don't know from day to day what he going to do. Don't know from day to day what minutes he going to get. Don't know day to day how he going to be treated. This is what they've created. And now what they're doing is they're blaming it indirectly on Melo. See, if Melo had been up to speed, even though we know that they haven't given him the keys, we know they haven't. We know lil JB is still holding on to him with a rope. We know that. But yet they act like it's Melo's team and Melo has the keys. When he doesn't have the keys, we know he don't have the keys. See, this is what lousy organizations do. This is how they show up, family. They do stuff like this. And then they blame others for what they created. Michael Jordan and Mitch Kupchak created this environment down in Charlotte. They created this, we don't know. They created this confusion because they won't commit to Melo. I mean, how long we've been hearing Lil JB tell us how Terry's the closer, Terry's the closer, Terry's the closer.
Every time,
every time, Terry's the closer. When has Terry been a closer on any team? Never. See. Let me tell you something I just saw, DJ, before we get into it, because we're going to get into it, the Nets and the Kyrie thing. Right now, the New York Knicks and the New Jersey Nets are playing right now in New York. And right now, I just saw Kyrie leaving the floor because he's at the game. And guess what, family? He is at the game without a mask on, family. Let me repeat. He is at the game without a mask on, family. And when I look into the crowd, family, of this New York Knicks game, I see fans in the game without mask on. How is there a mask mandate for indoors and Kyrie can't play and we got all these people in the stadium right now? I guarantee you over 3/4 of the fans don't have on masks, if not all of them.
Right.
Why is Kyrie not on the floor? I'm going to tell you why Kyrie is not on the floor. We get into it, DJ. Go ahead, DJ.
Right on. And let me read some of these comments as well. Terry in the chat says, I like how Detroit lets Cade Cunningham play 40 minutes and makes mistakes. Wish the Hornets allow Lamelo to do it. But Detroit's doing with Cade Cunningham, they know that his first year is so important for development for the future that they don't mind Cade Cunningham having 6 turnovers in the game or maybe foul a lot here and there because they know it's going to benefit for their organization in the long run. The Hornets are backwards. They're playing so hard for the play-in spot because they're not going to get the 8 seed. I'm letting y'all know.
If you look they're not getting no 8 seed.
Who they gonna knock off for the 8 seed? You know it ain't the Cavs.
They gonna knock off the
Raptors.
They gonna knock off the Park Rec team. That's who they gonna knock off. The team down at the Park and Rec Center. They're gonna beat them.
Shout out to Jason Zimmerman. He said, "What up? What it do, DJ and Coach?"
What's up, Jason? How you doing there, young G? Good to see you. You know, DJ, think about this, family. Just think about it a second. Why are we still worried about Melo's mistakes in year 2 when he has accomplished so much?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why are we worried about the mistakes that Lamelo is making on a team that's under 500 and have been under 500 for the last 6-7 years? You understand how illogical this is?
Right. And Coach Joe, remember that one time they made the playoffs with Kemba Walker? The East was so weak that year, they were below 500 and still made it.
Exactly. Weak as Tijuana dishwater. Okay, that's what they weak as. See. I know what this is, and that's why I have been banging the drum forever, because I know what this is. This is buck breaking. This is what they have been doing to black men ever since slavery, family. They've been changing the method of buck breaking, but it's been doing the same thing. Why is Kyrie? Why are they put? What has Kyrie Irving done in the NBA for him to deserve all of this vitriol? Okay, well, what has he done? Who has he hurt? What crimes have he committed? What has he done? Said he didn't want to play with LeBron James. Well, half you, a lot of y'all hate LeBron James anyway. And then he ain't supposed to say who he want to play with. He's supposed to be what? A simp? Well, I'm gonna tell you why he ain't a simp, because he got a daddy. He got a black father. That's why.
Talk to him. Talk to him.
That's why he ain't no simp. See, some of us have had the beauty of having mothers, only mothers, but those mothers with G's. See, some of us have had that, and we ain't knocking those single mamas. See, but what we know, when you got a strong daddy in your house, it changes the whole chemistry of the house. And when a son is close to his daddy, woo, ain't nothing like when a daddy is and a son is like peanut butter and jelly, baby. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And look how it upset the apple cart when LeVar came out unapologetically. With no cap. I love my boys, and my boys are the shit. My boys better than everybody. Look how they all freaked out, like he just said that his boys should go out there and murder people. Look how they act like he created Harry Carey or something. Look how they turned that into, and we bought it. Many of y'all bought it. Many of y'all out there bought that narrative.
And Coach Joe, to add on to it, they were acting like even some in our community, not all, but some, bought into the media lies and act like he was some abusive father or something.
Facts.
Saying his sons are the best. He'll choose his sons over anybody in the NBA. He's supposed to do that. He's supposed to think that way. See, my father was a lot similar. He was outspoken.
Facts.
When my brother was playing at a high level in football, and he was part of the booster club, my father was the one that was outspoken about their mistreatment of black players on the team.
Thank you.
And they thought my dad was crazy because he spoke out and didn't sugarcoat. And using words that we know as a community, but the dominant society doesn't know or wants to ignore.
Facts. Well, they don't know, DJ, because we don't really talk about this country in real terms. We don't talk about this country that the dominant society is 68 to 70, almost 68 to 70% of the population. That's out of every 10, they are 7. Family. 7 out of 10 of a country of 354 million people. These stadiums, family, you want to talk about money. Look at these stadiums. These stadiums are filled throughout this country on Sunday football, on Saturday football, in basketball, Little League, high school, Pop Warner. They just filled. because they have the resources to be able to do and to go and to have the experience.
And I'm going to add on about my father. Shout out to Jason Zimmerman. He said, "Shout out to your father, DJ. Yeah, God rest his soul.
Facts.
A great man, a man of character, a man who wasn't a yes man, wasn't kowtowing to folks,
wasn't
always
scared.
taught, not scared at all." And you know what's so amazing? All the black players' parents would talk to my father to go to the Booster Club meeting to give them peace of their mind.
Facts.
About the unfairness, or you know how these suburban kids play their kids more minutes than a brother who's better than them.
Facts.
And he said, how in the hell he getting minutes? But my father would be outspoken. Why would Trey not get more minutes than John when he's better than him? He's faster than him. He would say all this stuff at the meetings.
Yes. Facts.
And they'll look at him like, man, I can't believe he just said that. Of course he. and like he'd be like, you wonder why we don't go to state that much. This is before my brother transferred into, I'm not gonna say the school's name because you know people be in my business, but my brother transferred to a dominant school in Texas. So it was more progressive there, and they won state that year. And all I can say, a lot of players on his team are in the NFL that were on that high school team. That's all I would say. Facts. Some of y'all that know me know what school I'm talking about. That my brother transferred to, but when he transferred, he didn't have to. He didn't have to be as vocal because they understood. All the brothers on the team got their minutes because they trying to win state.
Facts.
You know, the coach they were trying to win.
Facts.
But that's why fathers are important.
That's right.
They guide the new generation of young men to a better. Taufik, Texas State championship, high school. I'm not gonna tell you the year because if I tell you all the year, y'all gonna know what school it was. But be in my business. But Kyrie has a strong father, and that's why he's
and a loving father, a supportive father, a father that helps him stand against the world. Kendrick Perkins just came out and apologized for all the stuff he said about Kyrie. See, following corporate media. Following these people who really don't have our best interest at hand at all. See, messing around, you'll mess around and find out you'll be in some place you don't know why you ended up there. You'll be trying to figure out, how did I end up here?
And Coach Joe, you realize they never bring up Kyrie's philanthropy.
Never.
And Kyrie doesn't even go on social media promoting it most of the time.
Show don't.
He just does it.
Show do.
But you got shines who are grifters. Look at me. I'm doing this. I'm supporting this cause.
No, exactly right. Folks who need to shine. And I'm not going to look. See, this is what they want us to do, DJ. They want us to divide our people up by those that act like we want them to act and those that don't act like who don't act like we want them to act. No, we ain't doing that. They all our family.
Exactly.
They all are family. Those that are out there that are lost, those that are out there that need to reverse the mindset. Yes, of course that we got those that are out there like that. Of course we do. We live in the United States of white supremacy. This is where we live, family. I just told you what the numbers are. Don't believe what I'm saying. Go check it for yourself. Go do some history. Go back and look at the history. Look and see who makes the laws in this country and who have been making the laws in this country, who carry out the laws in this country. And as many of you guys know, I'm a former Marine, so I know who the gangbangers are in this country. I know who they are because I joined it. I was a part of that gang banging crew. And we banged on the world. That's what the United States gangsters do. We bang on the world. While they sit up and argue about the brothers in the suppressed areas, in the red line areas that they planned for us to not have anything, want to talk about the people that don't have anything, trying to fight to have something. But yet the people who have everything, when they out there in the streets acting like they fools and ain't got no damn sense, we never hear anything. Like we just heard when they win these championships and tear up their cities. And then go home and go to bed. See, we know what the deal is. So you know, it's about this. It's about us being honest. It's about RawTruth Media here, bringing you that raw truth that you so deservedly need. And it ain't to put anybody down, because the people who are participating in these types of shenanigans and stuff, I guarantee you, in their hearts, they don't feel good. Guarantee you.
Boy, that was real. Coach Joe, this is why y'all gotta support Coach Joe, especially at the Cash App. All is welcome. Donate to his Cash App, $basecat. And also, thank you to those who donated to Coach Joe's Cash App while he was sick. Coach Joe, what does it mean to have that type of support?
Oh, my stars, DJ. Oh, my stars. When it came through, and you know who you are, my brother. When it came through, it just warmed my heart, because it let me know. It reminded me that I'm a part of something bigger than myself, and I appreciate it so very much, because of what it means, not because of what it is. What it means. Because what it means behind is way more important than what it is. Because what it is going to get spent, and it's going to, pay this or do that, whatever. It's going to move on. But where it came from, that ain't going to change. That's love. And I appreciate it so very much.
Thank you. Shout out to those who contributed. Coach Joe, man, the Brooklyn Nets are peaking right now.
Yes, they are.
You told people about the Brooklyn Nets. That look on their eyes, man. They are looking to win it all.
Oh, yeah.
So, Coach, what is your thought of their team, how it's constructed right now, and Ben Simmons? Again, I know some of you don't like Ben Simmons personally, but we got to be objective. For what Ben Simmons does well, that's all the Nets need. They need his defense, effective passing.
Let me tell you something, DJ. When I hear people saying Ben won't fit in Brooklyn, and he ain't no good, and yada 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 yada, right? You know what that reminds me of? That's like saying Rodman, when he went to the Chicago Bulls and they won 3 championships with him, that he was too much of a wow man to fit in and help the Bulls. That's what that would have been like saying to me. That's like saying Ben Wallace, who played for the Detroit basketball when they won their back-to-back championships. That's like saying that they don't need Ben. He don't score. Ben don't score. Nonsense. It's a basketball, and it's about a team, and it's about chemistry. This kid fits in so well with Brooklyn. He ain't even stepped on the floor yet, and I'm saying it right now. Ben Simmons to Brooklyn is a dream for Steve Nash. Is a dream. They got a dude coming in who do his own thing at a high level. Guard at a high level. 1 through whatever. Pass at a high level, rebound at a high level, go downhill at a high level, finish at the basket at a high level. See, but the corporate media, I don't blame the fans. I don't blame y'all. Y'all that don't like Ben and don't think he's gonna. I don't blame y'all. The corporate media has twisted y'all minds so that y'all can't see this for what it is. Twisted y'all's minds to say that to look at our boys not as individuals, but look at them grouping them together, group think. Now, forgetting that we have that we're not a monolith, that we all are different personalities, different ideas about things, different ways that we show up. We ain't the same. But the last time I looked at basketball, the things that Ben Simmons is great at, not good at, great at, those things are on a championship team. Woo, those things are like gravy. That's like butter, baby. Because KD ain't been known to be a lockdown defender, and Kyrie ain't known to be a lockdown defender. And we all know that you got to play defense individually, and you got to play as a team to win a championship. We all know that. So you bringing a dude in 6'10", 200 and something pounds, giant, who loves to defend, who loves to rebound, who loves to pass the ball. And y'all telling me on a team with two professional scorers, Kyrie and KD, professional scorers, that this ain't gonna work out. I can't wait.
Yeah, Nico Savage, and shout out to you. He says Ben Simmons may not shoot, but he's never been trash or low IQ basketball player. He's never been.
Facts.
Taufik, my dog, he said Ben is a joke for real. Ben, I get it. You don't like Ben Simmons, but we got to be objective here. For what the Nets need, they got the scores. As long as KD and Kyrie are out there, they're good to go. I mean, Ben Simmons may go in the game and not even have a jump shot, but it won't even affect the Nets. They got a lot of shooters. They got what's Curry's name?
Seth.
Seth
they got
Curry.
Seth Curry. They got the Australian boy. They got
Cam Thomas, rookie.
Cam Thomas. They got KD. They got Kyrie. They got LaMarcus Aldridge. Hey, cut it out with the scoring. They got way enough scoring. More than enough scoring. Ain't got nothing to do with no scoring. They need to be able to get stops. And DJ, when yesterday's game last night, when I was just going through the games there, and I happened to turn on the game I was looking forward to of the day, Golden State and Milwaukee, the defending champs. Mm-hmm. Steph Curry had 5. They beat him by 20-something, I think. Why? Because they got a team constructed, and they got the players on there who fit perfectly with the construct because they know what the hell they doing. And Clay last night, Clay looked like he finally might be back. That jumper was wet all over the floor. It was beautiful.
And I'm not switching my pick, Coach Joe. I still got the Warriors winning it, but if the Nets win it, zero surprise for me. I won't be mad at that.
I'm with you, DJ, as well. I think the Nets. I think the Warriors have too much when Draymond come back. Mm-hmm. When Draymond come back, they got too much to me, especially if Clay feels like he's back. See, because he hasn't felt like he was really back yet. Clay's been talking about that. That he's been frustrated with the fact that all the work that he's put in, it's not showing up on the court. So he's been getting a little frustrated. But last night, boy, that frustration broke, and that ball went through that net's like draws, boy. Woo! Swaying in the breeze on the line. Woo! It looked like that last night. Clay was getting it. So I'm still going with Golden State as well. And next is the Nets.
And I appreciate the honesty there. Nico Sever says, I don't like Ben Simmons at all, but he running point and he want to set up two unreal scores, a few shooters, and a big man inside while playing defense. Yeah, that's a plus plus.
Facts.
Now, if Ben Simmons does a jump hook or mid range shot, that's cool too. Really, if there's one thing that will benefit Ben Simmons is the free throw shooting. If he could just get that better, that's pretty much about it. Shooting is only what you call a luxury for the Hornets, only because they got so many on that team.
Facts. And we see what happens when a team, okay, can score the ball, okay, but can't guard a cold. Okay, we see what happens with these Hornets. Two teams so far this season, two players scored 30 points the same night. Warriors and Charlotte. Charlotte family. Terry and Miles, Jordan Poole and Clay. But what's the difference? The difference is that Golden State's two guys with 30 led to them in a win. But with Charlotte, the 30 led for them to a loss. There's the difference. One team knows that defense is a part of the game, a huge part of the game. And another team that could care less because all they care about is getting shots up. I scored this, I scored that, I scored this, I scored that. Terry got 30. Terry got 25. Terry's a scorer. Okay. All right. Ain't nobody denying that Terry's a scorer. But the point is, what is it leading to? See, I've been around basketball long enough where when I was growing up, we had a lot of teams that scored high. The Seattle Supersonics was up there scoring high. The Denver Nuggets, but Alex English and all them dudes were scoring. There was a lot of scoring. I remember World Be Free. And I mean, there's a whole lot of scores back in the day. Purvis Short, people that could put it in the rock, put that rock in the hole. But if you don't win nothing, if you're not competitive, you're not a good team, and you putting up all them points, that's empty calories, man. Ain't nobody counting them. Don't nobody even care, except you and your family. You feel me, DJ?
Yeah, I definitely feel on that. And when you was bringing up Clay, man, he was a man on a mission. When I saw that performance, I was just thinking maybe my prediction is really, really going to come true because, like you mentioned, Coach Joe, Draymond, when he comes back, he's so important to that team. He facilitates the offense,
Facts.
defensive and offensive leader of the team.
Facts.
Steph is the best player. We all know that.
Facts.
But Draymond Green is the heartbeat of the team.
Facts. And he's not a scorer.
Right.
Okay. And the fact that he has championships, DJ, is why people got to shut their mouth. Okay, because you look like a fool saying that Draymond can't play when Draymond is the heart and soul of that team and they didn't want chips. That's what Ben Simmons is going to do to him too before it's over with. Watch.
And what are they going to say if Ben Simmons and the Nets win the championship and they see Ben Simmons locking down everybody? A matter of fact, they're playing right now. Durant with 38 points. My.
Oh no, Durant going for 50. He trying to do what Kyrie did the other day against Charlotte. Just going and get 50. He got 40 now on 15 to 28. He going for 50 against the
Nets. Kyrie's not playing in this game.
Right, and DJ, look at this. Look at the crowd. I'm watching. The game is on my TV right now. I'm looking at all these people with no mask on. Why can't Kyrie play? How can he be in the stadium? How can he be in the stadium on the bench with no mask and not play?
Someone said in the comment section, Coach. Someone said in the comment section that New York lifted their mask mandate on the 8th.
Okay.
They said the mask mandate is over. The new mayor cut it on the 7th of March.
Well, why is Kyrie not playing at home then? Why is he sitting in street clothes?
That's a good question. That's the NBA and Adam Silver and company.
No, Adam Silver was lobbying for them to release it so Kyrie could play, DJ.
Oh, he was.
Yeah.
Man, it's Joey said it's a clear agenda. Shout out to you, Joey. He's a Brooklyn Nets fan. That I'm wonder who is permitting him from not even going to home games.
Well, he's at the home game now. They're at home right
playing.
now, and he's sitting there in the game with his girlfriend. I've been watching him.
Right.
This makes no sense.
Toffee said it's the Nets GM.
I would be surprised at that because the GM is the one who said that he could play away games.
Yeah, I don't think it's the GM.
So so it can't be the GM.
Supersonics and man, I hope the Supersonics come back to the NBA. I missed that team. He said the mask mandate has nothing to do with being a state employee in New York, working inside a building in an unvax.
Okay, but Kyrie doesn't work for the state. He's not a state employee. And the Brooklyn Nets these franchises are private organizations. Something's not making sense. Because if the mayor, if Mayor Adams lifted the mandate as he obviously, excuse me, as he obviously did, because there are people in the stadium with no mask on, so clearly it's been lifted. So why Kyrie's not playing makes no sense. So I'm going to try to make some sense of this while we hear family by going to a couple other places and seeing what the deal is with this thing here, because this doesn't make any sense at all.
No. Supersonic said he's a state employee. He plays for the Brooklyn Nets.
That's not a state employee. The Brooklyn Nets don't belong to the state. Neither does the Knicks. Neither do any of these franchises, guys. They don't belong to the state. These are private corporations.
Yeah, that's why private corporations and sports leagues have their own set of rules.
Facts.
I'm gonna give you an example. Weed in Seattle is legal, but if you're an athlete playing in a sports team and you get caught with weed, you get expended, or you get what I mean? So that's why it's so confusing about this whole ordeal.
Well, no, see, DJ. Let me tell you what's going on. It's the again the game within the game. 36 or 37 states have some kind of legal marijuana policy in this country. The problem is that it's still classified as a Schedule C on the federal level as an illegal drug. That's the problem with the state employees and all that kind of stuff. And it's really the federal employees, because like as a veteran and a disabled veteran, there's a big a lot of talk right now going on about whether us disabled veterans can legally use weed, for our pains and stuff. Because the military is a part of the federal government. So that's kind of what it's about. But what I want to do is while I'm looking at this, I want to look at one other thing, because it may be something else, family. It may be something else. And I'm going to see if it is.
Lex Nostra said, Coach Joe, Kyrie is not playing because the NYC crappy mayor said it was set a bad precedent if Kyrie is allowed to play despite vax mandate being lifted.
Oh wait, hold on. So you telling me that so Lux North Scales? What you telling me that Mayor Adams is cooning? God dog.
That's what it sounds like.
God dog. That's unbelievable. That's unbelievable if he cooning like that. Now I'm gonna look into it.
Shaman Community says it's all about politics, chess over checkers. Kentrell said that's what's going on. Man, I think you guys are right. Rap guy said that current mayor used to be a former police officer.
Yeah, exactly right. He a coon. I always knew that. I always knew that he wasn't really one of us. He's one of them corporate insiders. Okay, that's what he is. That's why they put him in there. Okay, don't think they put him in there because he was black. Okay, they put him in there because he's a corporate insider. They know he's gonna do the corporate business.
That's why there's a reason for two sides of the same coin. I don't care if you're for the left side of the portion of politics. I judge you based on your character and your conscience and how you operate as a human being. So just because you're on that side doesn't mean you have the best interest for everybody else. But I see right through it, just like Coach sees right through it. He's Lux North Scale says mask and vaccine mandate pass have been lifted, but when I heard Mayor say that, I almost lost it. Yeah.
See, let me tell you what has to happen, DJ, right now. Excuse me. Let me tell y'all family what needs to happen. Kyrie needs to bring a lawsuit against. He needs to bring his lawyers and bring a lawsuit against the New York that coon bastard in the goddamn white over there in New York. Man, this pisses me off. Okay, I hate when our people do that stuff. Okay, he needs to sue him and bring his bring his ass to court, because there's no reason why Kyrie shouldn't be able to play when everybody is in that stadium without mask on. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, a bunch of hypocrisy. And you know what's so crazy, Coach Joe?
Yeah.
We have told everybody that we respect people's religion and diversity, right?
Right.
But they can't even respect Kyrie's religious point of view.
Facts.
No matter who you are, no matter if you're Christian, Muslim, Buddhist.
Right, whatever you are. And Hindu,
Hindu,
Sikh, whatever you are. Right.
We have told everybody to respect people's differences in different religions. And right now, the same people who are saying that are not allowing Kyrie to do his thing because Mayor Adams was listening to everybody's ear saying, hey, you got to punish this guy.
Yep, exactly.
You got to punish him. You got to make an example. He was pressuring doing it. And he crumbled.
Yep.
He falls to the pressure instead of looking out for our own brothers and sisters.
Yep.
I'm not saying get vaccinated, don't get. I'm not your doctor. I'm not telling y'all that. What I'm saying is we're supposed to be a country that respect differences and how people are. Choice.
Freedom of choice.
Freedom of choice. That's what we're supposed to be about. The party that Mayor Adams is for celebrates freedom of choice. So why is he not
supposed to?
Yeah. That's why Coach Joe said he's a corporate politician.
That's right.
Supersonic says mask mandate and being vaccinated are two different things. How?
What does Supersonic say here? Oh, he said mask mandates and being vaccinated. Supersonic, listen, young man. Stop listening to what these people are trying to pump up, put in your head. Okay. Of course, there's a difference between mask mandate and being vaccinated, but it's not when everybody's indoors. Okay. But for Kyrie to be able to go in that stadium, he has to be tested. twice. And they have to be negative. So let's stop with the nonsense. This is politics. That's all this is politics.
Or what we call politics.
Or politics. And thank you, DJ, as you like to say, politics.
Goddamn shame, coach.
Now see, because listen, we not sitting here talking about being vaccinated and putting on a mask is the same thing. Nobody said that. We never even brought that into the conversation, me and DJ. What we're talking about is the nonsense of this rule being applied to Kyrie. Nonsense. See, I don't need no explanations from the corporate folks. I already know where they're coming from. They're not gonna tell me nothing that's real. That's real. They're gonna push agendas because that's what they do.
Coach, the sad part is what some of these corporate cronies, they're in politics. They'll sell their own family.
Facts.
For a golden butter biscuit or
facts.
Trinkets.
Facts.
And we gotta understand right is right and wrong is wrong. I don't care
exactly
what
right.
corporate law tells an individual. I don't care what they say. And you shouldn't either. Because this is how hypocritical. If you're looking at the game, the fans don't even have masks on. But they all up in arms on Kyrie Irving because they're mad at him. Because before the season, he detailed it correctly.
He sure did.
Religious reasons. And he wanted people to respect his privacy. He's not forcing his religion on people. He's keeping it to himself. He's been quiet. He's been humble this whole time. And it's not even about being humble. He's a great man. And they talking about he's crazy. And every time a brother does something different, they label as crazy.
Every time we go against the corporate, every time we go against the dominant society and what they want from us, we crazy. And then many of our people then come out arguing their points because they know what they have done to this country. They know what they've done to us as well. How they brainwashed us to believe their nonsense, irrespective of thinking for ourselves. That's what this is about.
Mm-hmm. It's about doing for self.
I mean, Kyrie don't have to be humble. See, this whole idea, you got to be humble. Who said?
Right.
Who said? Ain't none of them dudes no damn gods. My hero, Muhammad Ali, he told them where they could take they humble. He told them where they can put they humble. See, they always trying to put us in some damn box. Try to diminish what we're about. Meanwhile, they go around doing whatever the hell they want to do. What did that last president tell you? He could go on Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody in the middle of the street and not lose no support.
Woo! It's a game within the game, family. And shout out to the Pope B. Frank. He said, shout out to the family. Subscribe to his channel as well, man. Salute to the Pope.
Oh, shout out, Pope. How you doing there? Good to see you, Young G.
Man, Coach Joe, you came back with blazing, man. Woo, man. Super said,
I mean, DJ. Come on. We gotta attack this with the vigor that we doing. We can't allow the corporates to continue to set the narrative for our boys when we know it's bullshit crap. We know this is wrong. We cannot do that.
This is wrong. Super Son said it's not applied to Kyrie. It's for any athlete in New York City. They did that because of Kyrie.
Did it because of Kyrie? Exactly right.
Yeah, I mean, they're labeling it as athletes to fool the public, but they ain't fooling me.
And they ain't fooling me either. Because I mean, look how they have gotten us. This picture that you put up right there, DJ. This picture that you put up right there.
Right.
Who are the dudes that on those four that have the most mess they got to get through. They got to go through the two on the end, the two with the daddies.
One corner, Lamelo Ball. The other, Kyrie.
Facts.
Toughest journey, and they both have fathers.
I mean, I want to point out here, family, tonight. I mean, this morning, on Sunday morning, I want to point out that this hating of our boys, we need to stop. We need to look at the narratives that are placed against our boys and our young and our girls, our ladies. And we need to stand up and call this nonsense out for what it is. Nobody, including the doctors and the scientists, were being consistent about what was going on with this whole thing from the very beginning. They were flying by the seat of their pants. They didn't know. They was learning as they went along. So to act like they knew they had some holy grail, they some crystal ball they looked through and they knew. So that's why they did this. That's a damn lie. They didn't know. And to then blame Kyrie and make him the poster boy of what is wrong fits right into that narrative of theirs that they placed on us 400, almost 500 years ago. Is that the black man, and particularly the dark-skinned black man, must not be trusted.
Coach Joe. Joey says, and thank you for tuning in. He said, "Talk it, guys, but you don't want YouTube to censor the video." I'll just say this: throughout my years of doing YouTube, the best thing that I've done as an approach to YouTube is not really like worry about what YouTube would do with my videos. If they're silencing my videos, then I'm doing my job.
Facts.
I've had videos flagged down. Y'all seen it before because it was too real for the folks. This is what RawTruth Media is. We say the things that people really don't say as much. It's because we believe what we say. Not only that, we believe in our people. And I was raised to not sugarcoat. So I'm going to stand by it. I would never shuck and jive. I would never silence myself over some YouTube butter biscuits that they give to content creators to hush, so they can hush up and be quiet of the situation. Kyrie, in his situation, he's been done wrong.
Facts.
LaMelo Ball, in the situation with the Hornets, has been done wrong.
Facts.
2 young men that have fathers.
Facts.
So if YouTube does anything to this video, the subs will know who's in the wrong.
And this is the other thing too, family. I want to share with y'all. One of my mentors when I was a young man, like many of y'all, used to say this to me, and I'm gonna share it with you guys because I still use it to this day. He said, "Young blood, if the wind ain't hitting you in the face, then you're going the wrong way." I'll repeat that. He said, "Young blood, if the wind ain't hitting you in the face, you going the wrong way." Meaning, if the wind is at your back, it's because you going the wrong way. We don't have the wind at our back. That's why this channel exists. The wind is in our face, and we must fight through it. every time it shows up, we must fight through it. And not for our own sake, we need to fight for it for the nation's sake. Because family, I'm going to share this with y'all really quick. DJ, check this out. One day I got picked up on a Uber, Lyft or Uber or something going somewhere. And an Egyptian dude was the driver. Egyptian dude, right?
Right.
And so we talking, and he asked me, he says, let me ask you, brother, why are the black men and the black people in America, why don't they do better? Why do they have problems so much? And I said to him, I said, listen, I told him, I said, listen, let me share something with you there, young man. I said, you're from Egypt, right? He said, yeah. I said, remember when that Egypt spring came? When y'all were over there fighting and pulled the president out and put him in jail? Okay. I asked him, I said, how are y'all against each other when the whole country is basically people, y'all own people? See, you don't understand what's going on here. You came over here to a place that you thought was about freedom. But the truth is, you ran from your own country, where your own countrymen are 99% of the population over there, to come over here where you were distinct minority, but a minority that will be treated better because of your accent. Is that why you here? He looked at me like he couldn't believe what I was telling him. Yeah, dude, I know the deal. I know what you're doing. See, always about looking at us with the side eye, or trying to be always looking at us with some nonsense. Always. Well, that day is over with. It's time we're going to change this narrative. Like Nip said, we're going to change the mind state. That's right. And that's what we hear at New Media, at Raw Media. That's what we here for. RawTruth Media. That's what we here for. To give you no cap. Call it like it is. Socks, draws, and all. And when the game within the game is being played, we're going to let you know exactly what it is. The game within the game is at work, family. The politics is happening. Politics is happening. Go ahead, DJ.
And Coach Joe, here's something for the corporate politicians and the politics they do and the brainwashing they do on our people. Your job is to serve us, not for us to serve you.
Facts.
I'll repeat that again. Your job is to serve us as the people, not for us to be enslaved and to be a monolith to your ways of thinking.
Facts.
You're supposed to look out for the people.
Facts.
And what you're doing, and this is the Mayor Adams, you're being a hypocrite. You're allowing privileged folks to do what they want, but you won't let the brother Kyrie Irving make money to provide for his family. The checks are adding up. And I don't care if he's a multimillionaire. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Because if you were in his position and you had a family to take care of, and you got families and charitable acts that you're trying to look out for, you wouldn't want that to happen to you. And shout out to Luis. She says, I need this church service. Thank you, Coach Joe and DJ. Yeah, let the church say amen. R.I.P.
DJ, I'm gonna blow this up right now. For those that are in the chat, how many in the chat, DJ?
We got 68 people.
Okay, the 68 brothers and sisters. I'm gonna blow this out the water to do. I'm gonna blow this out the water today, DJ. I hadn't wanted to do this, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna do this, but now I'm gonna do it. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. Family, this is what I want y'all to do. I'm going to blow the lid off of the American bullcrap for once and for all, oh family. Okay, so I don't know if they're gonna kick us out or they gonna do it. They can do what they want. Okay, but the fact of the matter is, this is not my truth because I don't own the truth. This is the truth, and this is coming from them. For those who have their computers open or those who have their phone out, I want you to get your phone or your computer. If you have an Apple phone, you might have a little difficulty getting to this because Apple don't want y'all to really, the Apple users to really get to this. Okay? I want y'all to go to usdebtclock.org. That's usdebtclock.org. That is from the federal government. That's not my website. It's not your website. It's the government's website. Okay, when you guys are there, when some of you guys are there, I want you to just let us know in the chat that you're there. We're gonna learn. We're gonna learn something today. We're gonna learn the truth. We're gonna take the mask off. The mask. We're gonna fully take the mask off. Okay. And I'm gonna show you, Coach gonna show you. I only show certain people this, but today I'm gonna show all of y'all this because I want y'all to go out amongst y'all family and y'all friends to show them the truth of what is going on. Okay, who tell me in the chat, let me know if you brought up usdebtclock.org. DJ, you got it up too?
Yeah, let me separate US. Go on Google and do it.
And for those who have brought it up, you'll see that when you bring it up, it's red letters, it's green letters, green numbers and red numbers, and they're turning. They're turning. It's usdebtclock.org. Okay? Let us know that you got it up.
You know what I'm gonna do? They said they got it up. What? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to share it. Now, if YouTube does something with my page, oh well.
Okay.
But truth is true.
But so. DJ, I don't know if you can share it live though, DJ. So it's because I want it to be running live. So I mean, you know what I mean? Not static. It's not.
Okay.
Static.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Let me take that back up. You're right. You're right on that, Coach Joe.
Okay. So those who have it up, I want you guys to we're gonna start with the debt because it says U.S. debt clock. Okay, and anybody knows if you in your home and you have some assets, little assets, you got a car, you might have a house, you might have a 401k, you might have a few stocks here or there. You might have a few little things maybe, but if not, it's okay. It's okay. We're not here to do that. We're here to educate. Okay. So for the people who understand, when you have a business or a home, there are two things that you have to keep a close eye on to understand the state of your organization, your business, whatever it is, MBA, government, state, household checkbook, whatever. It don't matter what it is. You must understand liabilities and you must understand assets. What are they? Liabilities are things that you pay. That's the debt. Liabilities are things that I pay. If I have a liability, it means I'm paying it. An asset is something that pays me. If I have an asset, that's something that pays me. Okay, so in our world, we have debt and we have assets. We have liabilities and we have debt. So now we know that the Republican Party, the conservatives, they always talk about the debt. We have to worry about the debt. So let's look at it. For those who have it up, let's look at it. It says in the red, if you see, U.S. debt 30 trillion and counting. And if you notice, family, all of these numbers most of these numbers are in counting that have to do with assets and liabilities. Anything, any box on this chart that has to do with assets and liabilities are going to be running, never turned off, 24/7, 365 days of the year, just running. And so it says we have 30 trillion in debt. And that's what the conservatives always say. We got 30 trillion. What we going to do? We got too much debt. What we going to do? We can't pay for this. We can't pay for that. We can't give them this. We can't give them that. We got debt. Okay. So family, we looked at our liabilities in our 30 trillion. 30 trillion is our liabilities. Now I want everybody to go down where that same debt, US debt is. Just go down or scroll up till you get to the bottom, the last, on that same thing, family, at the bottom, it says there's three categories, and they're in green. One says household assets, one says US total national assets, and one says assets per citizen. Okay, now if we look at the big box, let's go, because we're talking liabilities and assets. We're talking debt and assets. What does the assets say? It says America has over $202 trillion in assets. I will repeat, $202 trillion in assets and moving. And if you look at the two different speeds of the debt and you look at what's coming in, basically it's what's going out and what's coming in. You'll see that these two numbers will never, these two things will never catch up to each other. We always have more assets coming in than we got debt coming out. If you had $202 trillion and you owe 30 trillion in bills, would you be in trouble, family? Would you be in trouble? Family, the United States government, let's go to the second box over to the left, household assets. That's people, that's what that's each household, what they have. If they got a house, if they got a car, if they got a 401, if they got boats, if they got income property, whatever. What is the household assets of our country? $167 trillion and counting. And then I'm going to go to the one that I think is so very interesting. So very interesting, family. And that's the one all the way to the right that says assets per citizens. This chart here says that each person, you family, me family, you DJ, all of us, it says we are worth $607,000. Who on here is worth $207,000? See, Fat Cat, I hear what you said. Bring up Fat Cat. Bring up Fat Cat. He says there's this thing called unfunded liabilities. Absolutely. But guess what? All of the little fancy words they use, Fat Cat, don't change nothing about assets and liabilities. Either you paying out or you taking in. Either you paying out or you taking in. See, they try to use all these funny words, unfunded liabilities. Okay, what is an unfunded liability, and how does that affect our assets? It doesn't affect it at all, because what backs our assets up is our people and our weapons, our nuclear weapons. That's what keeps people off of us. See, they won't talk to you about this. Family, we live in a sovereign, which means we are our own country, monetary country, which means it's illegal in this country to ever have any other money. You can only have dollars. See, because this country, we print our own money. See, and when you have the goose that lay the golden egg, Fat Cat, when you have the goose that lays the golden egg, and you give eggs to people, why do you need eggs back? That's why the government can give states whatever they want. This kind of tragedy happened. This kind of tragedy happened. The government is coming with the money. What happened when we needed a stimulus money? We hadn't in my life. There's never been no stimulus money, never. But when it happened, when Trump was there, the stimulus money, how much fighting and arguing did we do over it? Did them checks just flow? Them checks just flew, didn't they? They're not coming for our Social Security, Fat Cat. They're bush crapping like they're coming for it. That's the talking points, Fat Cat. Those are the talking points. See, the thing that they want us to believe is not, they want us to believe some fairy tale instead of the truth. And this is the truth. We live in a sovereign monetary country. We print our own money. If we closed our doors to everybody in the world, how will us printing our money hurt us? See, what they've convinced us of is that there's some game going on that we all have to play, which is some people have it and others don't. And that's just how it is. That's the game they playing on us. See, what Fat Cat is doing here, family, is passing along talking points. That's what he's doing. But I showed y'all numbers. I showed y'all numbers. What did he give y'all? He gave y'all what? Some words. But guess what we all of us understand? We all understand 1 + 1 = 2. So pass me with all of the shenanigans and the fancy words and all of the bull crap. Because if I got more money coming in by a long shot than I have coming out, then I'm fine. That's the truth of this country. Because nowhere in this country can you buy or use any other currency other than dollars. And we print our own. So if there's any monetary situation that they set up, family, to say we can't do that, it's because they setting up the system so that they can only eat. Not because that's the way it is. And what Fat Cat is showing us, how they use talking points to distract us from what the real issue is. 1 + 1 = 2. See? So our people right now are fighting for reparations. They can give us our reparations and a black agenda. There is nothing that can stop them from doing this because they can give us a check, but they don't want to give us. It ain't no cost when you got the golden goose that laid a golden egg, Fat Cat, and the gas is where it is because they're using us, and they know they can. So cut out the talking points, dude. Talk about that's look at how much gas costs now. Gas costs that much because they getting the money that they recruit that they didn't get when we was on lockdown. You don't understand. You don't understand.
Coach Joe, guess how I figured out, and we talked about this.
Yes.
This game they're playing. Because they're using this Ukraine thing with their little situation for gas.
Yes.
Where do we get our oil from, Coach Joe?
Primarily from us.
Right.
And the other parts come from the Middle East. OPEC.
All right. Yes. Why would it be a problem in America if we why would that situation of that war that's going on, why would it hinder America? Well, we don't even get our main
DJ. The reason it would hinder America is because they said so.
Uh-huh.
That's what it is. Ain't no evidence because the people who get their oil from Russia are Europeans. Russia supplies most of Europe with oil.
And family, can you believe me and Coach Joe? We talked about even before months ago. I don't know if you remember this, but we talked about the pandemic, right? And we jokingly, but humor of how America operates. And I was like, I wouldn't be surprised if gas prices go high to get that money back that they lost from the pandemic.
Facts.
And now look what's happening.
DJ, they didn't really lose it because the governments gave them subsidies, which means gave them cash. But our people are so ignorant, we don't know any better. So they get to double dip on us first. They get to double dip us. And then we went around talking about, oh, it's the war, not realizing that they running a game on us. And I just showed you the numbers. So listen, family, let me explain this to you and clearly so you understand. If don't nobody come to you and have conversations about the fiduciary if anybody comes to y'all talking to y'all about our condition that we in this country. Just know that we're fine. See, because I didn't even go into telling you how much of the dominant society has of that $202 trillion dollars, and how much of it we have. I'm not gonna go into that on this call. But if you knew and you research it, you would see how horrible it is. When our ancestors built this country,
Powerful, coach. Powerful. This is what RawTruth stands for.
what Lux North Scale say, I can't see it. I ain't got my glasses on.
He says, Coach Joe is talking so much facts. I hope y'all take this message and do your own research. Exactly.
DJ, I just gave him the Federal Reserve website. This ain't my website. This is from there. This is what they are saying.
Mm-hmm. And let me put it on the screen again. Shout out to Luis for that.
How you doing, my sister? Hello, Luis. How are you? Again, some of you guys on Apple, y'all may have a hard time getting into it, because when I've talked to Apple people and had them use their phone to get into it, they usually have problems, issues with it.
Yeah,
I don't know why. I don't know why, but I have a sneaky suspicion why.
Mm-hmm. Because I can only get that website on my laptop. I cannot do it on my Apple iPhone.
Thank you. And why is that, family? Okay, well, where's a fat cat? Let me ask you this: why you think that the people who have Apple, who have iPhones, have a hard time getting, and those who have Androids like me, we can just pull it right up? Why y'all got a problem pulling it up on Apple? Yeah, right. I'll wait.
But Louise, as you see on the screen, Louise had the website usdebtclock.org.
Debt clock.
Debtclock.org.
Yeah. That's right. Joey said, I got it on my iPhone, but it took a minute to load. There we go. Exactly, Joey. They don't want you looking at it. See, family, there is a program that is going on in this country to keep us in levels, to keep us in levels and in groups. And they got these groups and these levels, they got these things static. So they always moving us toward these levels. African Warrior, I don't know who that is, DJ. Bring him up. First of all, what we not gonna do, African Warrior, what we not gonna do is come on our show and start putting in nonsense. Okay, that's what we not gonna do. Okay, I know what this is. Okay, so you need to get out of here. Okay, we don't need nothing you talking about. We don't need you here. You can beat it and get out of here. You understand that, man? See, this last thing we need is some damn coons to come in here and start acting and making excuses for this doggone country here. Beat it. Okay, we know what the Federal Reserve is, and we know they work in tandem with the United States government. So get out of here with your nonsense. Okay. See, because because y'all just see there's people that will always come in when we talking about this. When have you, DJ? When have we ever seen that name right there? Never.
Oh, we've seen it a few times. I saw it.
Yeah. You know, and I'm gonna tell you something. One thing that I will not stand for. I will not stand for people that come from other part of the world coming into our thing and go try to tell us what is going on and what's not going on. We know what's happening in this country. And what did Ryan say? That government censorship, you never gonna know more than what you need to know, according to them. Facts, Ryan. See, they put this website out here because they know most people ain't gonna look for it. That's what they know. They know most people are not gonna pay no attention to it, are not going to care less about it, ain't gonna do nothing. Why they just continue to do what they're doing. That's why I'm telling y'all tonight.
Mm-hmm. And Africa Royal, it is. He says, I didn't say they don't work with the government, but okay. You
We saying
said
DJ?
now Africa Royal says, I didn't say they don't work with the government, but okay. Let me read your last comment. We got to be objective. You said the Federal Reserve is not part of the U.S. government; they are their own.
Hey DJ, give me 1 second. I'm gonna step away from the mic for 1 second.
Okay, we'll do. I'll read some of these comments. Man, I appreciate everybody sending you comments, questions. Blue Bolt, what's good with you, brother? He says, what up? Who y'all got winning it all? I don't know for Coach Joe. Maybe he'll speak on it, but I have the Warriors winning it all. Shout out to HL Kid, my brother, man. Peace and blessings, peace and love to you. Looking in the mirror says, happy Sunday, DJ Coach Joe. This is why we need that healthy voice back. I'm glad you feeling better. Tell the truth, true. What's good, brother? I'm glad you all are tuning in. These are important conversations.
I'm back, DJ.
Yeah, I think it was Miss. I
Go
don't.
ahead.
He says I didn't say they don't work with the government, but okay.
Okay, but no, but see, this is but DJ, this was my issue in Africa Warrior. This was my issue. Okay, African Warrior. When we're on when we on here talking about something that's very important for our people, okay, we don't need anybody coming in trying to destroy what we do, trying to destroy what we're doing. Now, if you want to make a comment about something that is in keeping with what we're doing, then go ahead. But we don't want to have discourse over words, because the fact of the matter is what's happening here is being done every day. And those of us that live here see it. Okay. For instance, what does a sovereign monetary country mean? It means that any currency that is not of that country, our country, the dollar bill, it is illegal to do business with. You cannot do business in this country. You cannot have commerce in this country without using dollar bills, or what we now know as our credit cards and debit cards and all that kind of stuff. Okay, which represents the dollar bill. Okay, you can't go to I can't go to the store around the corner and pull out pesos or euros or yen or yen. And you can't print your own money here. If you print your own money here, you go to jail. So that means we are a sovereign country. That means that the dollar bill, the currency that we use here, only being used here. And who is responsible for that? See, they told us this story about a long time ago, DJ, about the Federal Reserve, this family of Rockefellers and these other families, and they set up this organization, and then they went to the United States government and made an agreement that they would print the money for the country and all that, and all that was, family, DJ. All that was just a game that they try to pull over our eyes as something that's unique. That's all it was a game, to try to act like there's separation when it really isn't separation. See, that's what it's about here. See, man, there should be no hunger in this country. There should be no homelessness in this country. We have enough resources to put everybody in a bed, have a roof over their heads. But we live in a country that thrives on separation, thrives on people being against each other, thrives on putting people against each other. And that's how they keep the system going, so that the wealthy continue to stay wealthy, and everybody else can continue to stay where they are, struggling.
Coach Joe, that's man, what it's about. This stream was so fun to do, from sports to life to the system, explaining how it works. This was everything I hoped for. I'm glad you're back. Shout out to the CFL podcast. He said, happy Sunday, bro. Subscribe to his channel. Good brother right there. Great content. We need more of these discussions. We need more truth so we can understand how the world works, especially the world that you're living in the US, how it works.
No,
And
DJ, hold on one question here. I
yeah,
want to make clear here what African Warrior he was saying. I didn't say they don't work with the government, but okay. No, African Warrior. We know you didn't say that. The point that I was making to you, my brother, is this: going into that whole Federal Reserve and the relationship between the United States government, these families, and all that was not the issue today. You understand that? That's a deeper dive into it. You get it? And what I didn't want is I didn't want the conversation to get sidelined. See, I didn't want the conversation to get sidelined. I wanted to stay on the track because this is a very important conversation amongst our people here in the United States. Because most of us were not raised in environments where we knew and learned about economic education. We didn't have economic educations. See, so that's why I tried to keep it as vanilla as possible. And you are a little bit more in depth, and I see that, and that's fine. But I didn't want to go too deeply in it because we've been going a while, and I wanted to just get the foundation out, liabilities and assets, and how in business and when you're looking at your financial health, and you're a home, you're a business, you're a government, you have to balance your liabilities and your assets and liabilities. And in this country, they never talk about it. They only ever talk about the debt because that's the game they play. To let those of us who expect more and who want more from our government to let us know, nope, you ain't got nothing coming. We ain't got nothing for you because we $30 trillion in debt. But yet, when you look at the assets, you see how it's not even a question. So then the question becomes, why is this like this? And then that's when you get into the game within the game. And then you start understanding why certain people have and why certain people have not. And I'm going to leave it there, DJ.
yeah, and I'm glad everyone's tuning in. We're all family, and it's all love.
Yes,
But
facts.
but truth is truth, and sometimes the truth is a hard pill for others to swallow, but it's needed for everybody, man. And um, also donate to Coach Joe. You'll hear the truth he's speaking, man, and the love he has for our people. Donate to his Cash App, $base cat, $base cat, Cash App. All is welcome. It's Sunday.
And I thank everybody. Yes, DJ.
Collect the plate.
Yes, DJ. And I want to highlight this. The crown. Did you get the crown, DJ?
Yeah, I just saw it. Appreciate that for supporting the channel, my brother. He says, greetings, DJ and coach.
Thank you so much. And African Warrior, I want to say, he says, but you had all facts. I love that the GOP never care about debt when they're in office. This is you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, because they know it's not really real. Okay. I mean, because think about it, family. You don't have to be listen how they tricked us. Listen how they tricked us, family. They make it sound like you got to be an economist to understand money going out that you pay somebody else and money coming in that's something that pays you. They act like you need a PhD in economics to understand that. We live in a country where you can only use dollars. How do we get our dollars? They're printed inside the country. How much can they give out? As much as they want. Why? Because it's only dollars. Only dollars. But they didn't brought all these other things in, family, just like in basketball. Lamelo winning Rookie of the Year, breaking all these records that he was breaking, breakout athlete of the year, all of these accomplishments that this young man accomplished, still they telling us, oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. Ain't nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. He hasn't really done anything because we need him to be humble. Nothing to see here. You see what kind of game they playing on us, family? They got people arguing and debating whether LaMelo Ball is being treated fairly when Stevie Wonder conceded he's not. It's so obvious that he's not being treated fairly, and like the other draft picks. It's obvious. That's the point. And I love what Lux North says. He says, that's why those that woke up to the realization of Coach Joe was killed, like MLK and Malcolm X, just to make a few. Facts. That's why I don't say this. The Crown said 8-year term limits, Senate and House of Representatives and the Supreme Court. Supreme Court, lifetime a job, family. Think about that.
Yeah, that definitely needs to be fixed.
Job.
That needs to be fixed.
Okay. We need 8-year term limits. Absolutely, we do. Crown is absolutely right. Because who is responsible? Who has the purse strings, family? Who in our government, family? Who writes the checks? Okay. In my house, I write the checks. Who writes the checks for the government? It's the Congress, not the Senate. The Congress. They write the checks. They are the appropriators of the money. They say who get what, how much, and where. That's the truth. So this was a wonderful conversation, DJ. I thank you so much, DJ. Wow. I mean, when we talked yesterday, my brother, and you talked about doing this, I was fired up because I missed you guys, and I couldn't wait to get back, to be here with you guys, and it's just a beautiful, 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 beautiful thing. I appreciate you so much, DJ. Wow,
and Coach Joe, love you. I want to tell the people who are listening, I want to talk about more stuff. If you want more content that's different from just basketball, I'll still put the basketball content. Y'all let me know. And as long as you share the video, as long as we have enough people to have a discussion, we'll do that. Because the knowledge that you heard today is so important. You won't get it most places because they're trying to, they're worried about losing their channels and stuff.
And DJ also over here on DJ's Raw Uncut Truth, and most people ain't got it like us. We got it swaggy like that. We can go from this subject to that subject to this subject to that subject. We got it like that over here.
Mm-hmm. We sure do. And it's a wonderful thing, man. RawTruth Media is definitely for the people. It's a family. Everyone who subscribed to this channel is family. Ryan Krigler says, be careful, DJ. The government will do anything to silence you. They don't want truth. I'm living in the now. I understand what you're saying. I'm living in the now, and my mind's at peace. And if anything happens to me, it's in God's hands or anything.
Facts. But in the Most High's hands.
Exactly. But if I know that I live being a good person and not trying to do anybody wrong, I can live with that in peace. But
and absolutely, and this is the other thing too, family. Don't think they wouldn't put this stuff out here for all of us to access it if they didn't want us to. The problem is most of us are not going to do it on our own. They know that they've got us tricked into doing all kinds of other stuff that have nothing to do with what's really going on here, which is dial economics, which makes everything go. See, they know it. They waiting for us to wake up. It ain't gonna hurt them. See, the powers that be know if they give us reparations, which they owe us, and they pay the reparations like they're supposed to pay, it ain't gonna take no money out of their pockets, and they know it. They know it. It's our people to try to convince us that that's true is the hard part, because we still doing so much talking for so many talking points from them. Many of us are still giving their talking points. See, so no, they not. Here we go. Lux North Scale said, here's how the real things are. The House just approved 13.6 billion in emergency aid for Ukraine. Exactly.
They got the money.
Wait, no, DJ, look at it. Exactly, Lux North Scales. Exactly. Family. When did we have a big discussion about it? When was it a big discussion about it? Most of us didn't even know it happened. Just like we don't know most of these checks that are being written on a daily basis up there at them doggone at Congress. We don't have a clue. Most of us don't even know that the oil companies, Exxon and Chevron and these oil companies here still get corporate welfare. Most of us don't even know that. Yes, they get money from the government to exist. Most of us don't know that farmers in this country who are part of the farm legislation get paid whether their crops grow or not. I will repeat. The farmers get their money whether they grow crops or not. Y'all don't understand what's going on here. And we hear DJ's Wrong Cut Truth. We gonna talk about it. And DJ, I am so happy because I have to be able to get this stuff off my chest. Because now is the time for us to come together as a people. We have social media. We've got a computer in our phone. We can read. We can get the information. It's not hidden from us, but we have got to want it. And then we got to make movement on what we learn. See, it is so much going on here in this country that we don't know about. And we have a right to know about it because we are citizens of this republic.
Exactly. So any last words?
Yeah, my last words are these, DJ. Thank you so much. Appreciate you taking time out your day when it's a work day for you. I've been on this thing an hour and 47 minutes. Woo! Appreciate you so much, DJ. To the family. Thank you guys so much. And particularly the ones that disagree. African Warrior, if we disagree, look at that. We look like we disagree, but then when we worked it out, it looked like what? We didn't disagree. We didn't disagree at all. See, that we got to work through this. We got to work through this, family. When it looks like we're fussing or arguing, when we just really trying to get it out, trying to really just get it right, we can do that. And it changes nothing about how much we love each other. That's what we got to do. That's where we got to stand. So, DJ, I thank you so much for what you did today and the family for coming in, being for this lively conversation. We all are going to be better as a result of it. Share it with your friends and your families, because the more of us that understand what we're under, when it's time for us to make movements, it'll be more of us ready to make movement. And so, as I always like to say, I would like to leave with Ubuntu. Because of me, you are. Because of you, I am. We are one. Thank you, family, so very much. Wara says, what do you think of cryptocurrency, Coach? Love it. Love it. And for those who thinks it's not real, go look at the market cap of a lot of these coins. Go in there and look at them and look at the market cap and then tell me it's not real. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, DJ, so much.
All right. Let's roll. RawTruth Media. It's a family. Donate to Coach Joe at $basecat. And thank you for showing love to the channel. If you want to donate to me as well, $DRUT06. You see it on the ticker. Man, I appreciate every single one of you. Let's keep up with the good discussions, and I'm out.